Hey guys, good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Since I missed 3 days of work, I am trying to make up by doing so much more work, so many more activities like Step Brothers would say. So the movie basically I'm referring to. So basically, I've been resting all day, eating, resting, medication, and repeat. So I want to get better, and thanks to all your prayers and good wishes, they are really working at Sims. And thanks to my doctors who are really taking care of me. So I have prepared 13 fragrances for you. This is winter going on in Bangladesh. Time it's around 7:50. I recently got this watch, by the way. This is one of my vintage favorite watches. I really like it, even though it's not super expensive. It's just really nice. Casio does some really great vintage watches. So if you do love Casio watches, give this watch a thumbs up, perhaps. Okay, so the 13 fragrances that I have prepared are mixed. Like even though it's winter, it's getting colder in Bangladesh. Weather update. I think it's a global weather, international weather. Everywhere is getting intense cold. I've seen states, Canada, many places you are not being able to go out. So I really hope and pray that your situation gets better. Extreme conditions, right? So even though it's winter, I have some winter fragrances. I also have some summer fragrances because some people are not getting any chill. But this is for everybody, right? And these are well within budget, $35 to 40 max. I think if you can get a good deal, this is pretty much less than $50. Okay, that's the price bracket, and I have reviewed them all. Check out my full review. I'll just tell you the names, and then you can just check out. Okay, so I will start with, I think, fragrance, which is like I'm pretty sure this one, it's not super expensive, but if you pay retail, this can go a little bit high. Okay, let me see if I get the name right, because the name is not written on the bottle. Yeah, as far as I remember, I actually remember it right, but I did want to make sure I was right. So first fragrance is an aquatic fragrance, fresh fragrance called Nautica Life. I picked up this fragrance just based on how wonderful this bottle looked. Okay, even though it's winter, it doesn't apply. In this kind of weather, this is perfect for warmer setup. Not very long lasting. I mean, it's got like 2 to 3 hours, like typical freshie, but the way it smells, it's really, really beautiful. It has this melon, aquatic, ozonic vibe. It has no sea salt, but the stem inside really looks nice. Reminds me of Dunhill Desert Blue, fresh. I think there's another fragrance release like the white and blue bottle. This one reminds me of that. A really, really nice fragrance. Like Nautica makes excellent watches for me, and then they make really, really good, summer-based fragrances. So this is a good fragrance on the budget. Definitely give it a try. It's called Nautica Life. So that's the first one. So number 12, I'm going to go with a fragrance. It's very polarizing, very polarizing. Not everybody can stomach this. When I got it at first, I could not open even the nozzle. I mean, the cap. It is that powerful, but such a great fragrance. Once your nose gets matured, when you crave for niche style perfumes, don't buy niche fragrances. Buy this one. If you love rose, kind of like a citrus, barely any tea in there, but this one is called Tea Rose by the Perfumers Workshop Limited. This is such a gem. Okay, and why I call it a gem, because if you love peppery rose, little bit have the stem, rose stem smell, and it's got really like beast mode power. This is a fragrance you should look at. When I got this at first, it used to be like $8 to $10. Now it's more to 20, 25 bucks. Every single penny worth spending. It's like a $10, $15 cologne, to be honest, and you get like a lot of juice. It's like 120 ml. This one, it is perfect for the colder setup. If you're really looking for a good rose fragrance and you just can be absolutely happy with something, this is it. Another one called Aramis Calligraphy Rose, but that is more expensive. But I really like the cap. Is everything is like cheap about it. It's just like the price that you pay. It's like that atomizer, everything. It's like that, but the juice is really, really grand. Those who used it, please ask them and see Fragrantica reviews. I do love jasmine, rose jasmine as well, or tea jasmine. I forgot the name. That is also good. So the number 11 one is a fragrance I got for memories. I think this is at this point discontinued. This is called Davidoff Adventure. Such a nice, cool packaging. First thing I love is the orange juice color, and these are like $35. Nowadays if you look for it, maybe $35, $40. Back in the days, 25 bucks. Such a good warming, like brush. I'm trying to say fresh and bright brush. Yeah, so I get some oranges just like the liquid, and I also get kind of sandalwood, woody, mild spicy, like a fall day, like if you go adventure, like a trekking, this kind of fragrances. But again, remember that this is not a super long lasting fragrance, but really nice fragrance for 3 to 4 hours. I think for budget, this is a good perfume for you to try. This is called Davidoff Adventure. And there are some flankers to this. I haven't tried those. So top 10, I'm gonna go with this fragrance. Really, really nice. Mauboussin pour Louis in red. I think that's the fragrance name. There are two, one for men, one for women. Man, my speckies are gone. Can't see even wearing specs. It's called Mauboussin pour Louis in red. Yes. So this one is in style like polo red, and I can tell you one thing: it does not smell much like polo red. It has this beautiful burst of energy, like a berry, red fruit kind of smell, but it goes kind of like warmth of Dolce and Gabbana, the one, a little bit of that, and a little bit of a polo red. If you mix them, yes, you get this fragrance, but super underrated. Super underrated. Check out my review how much I liked it. I mean, I smell this perfume. Some people will be like, hey, this house, Mauboussin, it's like, very basic tier. Smell the perfume, then you'll see. Okay, this is a very nice, almost like corporate fragrance, and I think this one fit perfectly in mild cold weathers. Mauboussin pour Louis in red. The women's one is even nicer. Number 9, I'm gonna I'm gonna go with this fragrance called Special Amber Oud by Armaf. Okay, this fragrance I saw in one page. It is actually a bit more expensive than other Armafs. This one I think I spent around most probably $40 or 45. I don't remember. So you can get this for 35 bucks as far as I remember. And this is, seeing from the cap, you can imagine they clone some sort of Roja fragrance. Yes, Roja Dove, the Oud. I think that's the fragrance. If I'm wrong, I am sorry. This is such a stunning, stellar perfumer perfume. Okay, this is no joke. If you are into this kind of dark, spicy, ambery wood kind of fragrance, a little bit of a rose play, it's such an absolute stunning fragrance. Not much of that much of rose play, but basically the oud and the amber play in this is very, very beautiful. Very niche style perfume, and I think this is absolute banger for your budget. Special Amber Oud by Armaf. Next one is a fragrance many times. Some of my group mates are like, hey, why don't you use this anymore? What happened to this fragrance? I'm like, I forgot about it because it fell like behind a little bit, in my collection. Sometimes I don't see it because it's behind so many bottles, but I absolutely love it. Sean John, Unforgivable. Many people love this since they just started their journey. When it came out first, people called this the absolute best alternative to Milas Imperial. And I think, to my nose, this is better than Milas Imperial by far. Okay, the smell of it, everything is just beautiful. Yes, the Armaf one they released lasts longer than this, but there's also Love and Luck by Ed Hardy's. That is also a good clone, but this hands down is one of my most favorite smells. Really fruity, really fresh, a little bit of a champagne accord or something in there. Used to come in a very nice packaging, and they have a platinum edition. That one is super expensive, but try this Sean John Unforgivable. Really, really nice stuff for your money. I think you also get 125 mil. Next one you're gonna go is number 7. Number 7 is this juice. This is a winner. If there was a category like most affordable fragrance on Fragrantica Award, this one might win it. Sometimes this is called Jaguar Classic Gold. This perfume I reviewed so many years back, and till today, I haven't lost any love from this fragrance. This is actually cheaply built kind of bottle. This plastic. Sometimes if you drop it, they break. This whole line is very beautiful. The black, the red, in this amber, so many. There's so many I have to discover from this line, but so far the ones that are 6-7 I tried, this is my favorite. It is that warm apple, spicy, cinnamon, sweet fragrance like YSL L'Homme Hugo Boss bottle, but for a fraction of a price. Used to be like 25 bucks back in the days, maybe. Yeah, nowadays it's so much more. It's around $30+, but worth the money because it has really good performance. Okay, but don't expect wonders. Okay, this is actually very good for a day's work in a mild, colder setup. You can also wear this all year round. Classic Gold by Jaguar. Number yes, number 6. I was thinking where to put this because I really like this one. This is one of my newer buys. This is called Jasoor by Lattafa. And this bottle, it is something. Okay, it is a diva like, very celebrity like, bling bling kind of a bottle, and it reminds me of 212 VIP men. So yeah, some people compared this with that. It's not a clone of that. This is a hybrid of many new fragrances like Stronger With You, Bad Boy, this kind of fragrances, but it's not a pinpoint clone of anything. I have it on me. I really like this. It's very fruity, sweet, kind of has that golden 1 million feel. Again, then it feels like 212 VIP party kind of fragrance, okay? And this fragrance is not super expensive. I think nobody's talking about it. Once they get to try this, they'll really like this. This is a kind of fragrance you can own if you like fragrance like Paco Rabanne Phantom, or if you like La Mole Le Parfum. Got decent longevity, but it's really wearable too. Great value for money. Okay, so this is called Jasoor by Lattafa. So we have top 5. Let's move this side a little bit more. Yeah, so we have 5 fragrances left. They're all grand. Okay, I'll start with number 5. It's an old boy. This is called Lalique Encre Noire A. Okay, this one I'm showing you like this because this bottle is half painted, a little bit more than half. So once that juice goes down, then the bottle looks empty. But if you tilt it, see the juice color, like whiskey juice color. This is the boozy take on Encre Noire, and I reviewed this so many years back. The first day I smelled it, I could not believe the quality of this juice. I mean, Encre Noire is one thing that people love, hate, and then the sport one everybody loves. But this one, when you smell A l'Extrême and Ombre Noir, the quality immediately blows you away. Really, really unbelievable how smooth this is. Long lasting, but people complain often like it's not a beast mode. It's okay. I mean, for me, not everything has to be like 12 hours, right? As long as I can smell this, this is something drinkable. Of course, don't drink it, but really, really good fragrance for winter. Very up class. The price that you pay, this is actually worth 3 times more than that. Okay. Once this one is discontinued, see how much people are paying for it or willing to pay for it. Encre Noire, A l'Extrême number 5 by Lalique. Number 4 is a fragrance. I have shown this to my friends, my colleagues, and I have been so impressed. And I was confused, like, am I gonna get similar reaction from people who use niche? People who are into niche game, they said this fragrance is super, super nice and it's similar to something of niche category. This is called Francique 63.55, and man, this perfume is called Fragrance World the House. This is such a nice bottle, very nice bottle. But apart from the bottle, this is similar to BDK perfumes. Grease Chanel, I think that's the fragrance name. If I'm saying it wrong, I do apologize. I haven't tried that fragrance, okay? Not the extrait, not the EDP, but they say the warmth of it, the sweetness, everything is similar to that. And the person, my brother who tried and owned BDK, he said this is pretty close and better. So go figure. I mean, for the price bracket, check out the fragrance, check out my review. Super hidden gem, super, super hidden gem. Francique 63.55. So number 3, and the dupe is called Maison Alhambra, and artist number 1. The artist number 1, this is a dupe of course you can tell, Portrait of a Lady from the bottle, and this is such a nicely done job. Okay, not everything affordable has to be a dupe of something. You see many of the fragrances, they're not, but such a nicely done fragrance of value. You would not believe when you smell this side by side with the POAL, Portrait of a Lady. The dry down of this and that are identical. The opening, obviously, it's so much better in the original. It's such gorgeous, so much longer lasting than this one, the original, because you pay like $350. This one you pay how much? 20 something. I don't remember exactly. 20, 25 bucks, maybe cheaper. Man, Lattafa, totally, like did an amazing, amazing job. If you love rose, if you like citruses, try that one. The artist number 1, Maison Alhambra Lattafa. Number 2, let's go. This fragrance, Maison, Fragrance World. The names are always like funny. Barakat Ambre or Ambre Eve. Okay, this EDP concentration. This is a dupe of Grand Soir, another niche gem. Grand Soir I always wanted. I reviewed this one recently, and Grand Soir, when I tried it, for me, Grand Soir was the best niche fragrance when I smelled it for the first time. Nothing could beat that, even in that house. Not even Oud Satin Mood, not even Baccarat Rouge. Okay, and I always wanted to own the 200 ml, but they are super expensive nowadays. It's really out of my reach. When I got this is not the first Grand Soir clone I tried, but the value. This is incredible value. The longevity is very 6 to 7 good hours for colder months. Really nice, amber, spicy, and like a very. It's not translucent. What I'm trying to say, it's like kind of uniform, or it doesn't change so much, but such an elegant scent. Okay, for both genders. Check out Barakat Ambre. If I try the other dupes from this line, I'll review. Okay, so number 1 today, the value fragrances. This one is the most impressive for me in recent times. This is unbelievable because it's a dupe of something I really, really enjoy. This is called Kayaan Classic, and this is called Wataniaah. I think that's, I always forget the house name. This is called Wataniaah. Yeah. So this is a dupe of Dior Intense, and very, very, very close, very close. Of course, the quality of Dior Intense, the opening, you cannot replicate, but what you get from this, many people in Bangladesh are using this and they are loving it. So if you are a fan of Dior Intense, if you like iris, chocolatey, kind of like mild, spicy, sweet fragrance, you can try this. very, very smooth and natural smelling. So there you go, 13 affordable budget fragrances. I think this is one of the most popular category because most people, they don't want to spend so much on fragrances, because people with a limited, like budget, they still want to smell nice. You can try these fragrances, put a little bit money, $30-40, still a lot for some people, but if you are getting into fragrance game, these things will really help you to go to the next level. If you fall in love with the game, you can immediately go for the next stage, more designers, higher end designer niche, and you'll find your way. That's how I did it, right? So have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your cold weathers, and stay safe. I really pray for your good health. Take care. Bye bye.